The video about Steph Curry speaking out about the three ball, backlash, and Michael Jordan comments. Steph Curry said that even though people have been talking about the three, he said this was his attack and what he used against bigs because he wasn't a dominant post-up player, so he used what he had to use. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Steph Curry. I tell it all the time. He's one of the 10 greatest players ever. In my personal opinion, he's the last guy to change the culture of basketball, whether you like it or not. It ain't my fault, and it ain't his fault that he pimped the league and changed it, and that he became the face of the modern day NBA. Because he took guys out of positions and he made everybody accountable. Actually, what he did is that some of the bums that get to play had the least attempt to show that they were using their oxygen for actually being on the floor. From that perspective, it was important. Now, what they allow in the NBA, that's a whole nother totality because it's Captain Crunch. I call Cap Crunch Munch. Cap Crunch Munch. I call Cap Crunch Munch. The cap is that you can't have bigs and what have you and have a three ball involved. I call cap on that. The crunch munch is how they like to stir it up in their own bowl and say, well, we can't compartmentalize. They do what they want to do because Adam Silver runs the league. Now, you asked about the Michael Jordan aspect of this. Jordan was quoted in 92 as saying that if I shoot the ball three too much, it takes me from other aspects of your game. Usually that might apply. But a guy like Steph Curry, his last line, which was against the Sixers, he shot 8 for 8 from the three, 30 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. Well, he's done that 37 times his career. His team is 31-6 when he's scored at least 30 and 10. Point is, it hasn't taken away from him. He's an underrated, underappreciated passer. He threw some good passes at him. He can throw passes. He can play a conventional way. See, I know some people say, well, he inherited the brain from his daddy Dale because Dale played. There'll be some people that'll say some more asinine, off the wall. Listen, Bronny James is his dad. That's his daddy, but Bronny don't play like his daddy. So don't use that as no. You're either good at what you do, and sometimes you can excel. Steph Curry to Dale Curry, like Barry Bonds to Bobby Bonds, okay? Sometimes you just excel. You got the gene, but that don't mean they fit. Anyway, what Jordan was saying is the aspects to that. But when I see a guy like Steph Curry, it doesn't take, he still does other things. So it doesn't apply in that regard. The problem is that the rest of the league who wants to be like Steph, and that's why he's the most influential and the best player of his generation. Y'all need to give it up. LeBron wishes he had that. Who's shooting logo threes? LeBron was. Did I see Steph posing and posting like LeBron? No, I seen LeBron doing like Steph. And I've told you, LeBron addicts, that if it wasn't for Steph Curry's long three-point shooting making abilities and what he did, LeBron James would not have broken no records. He'd be he probably at best, because he's going to probably play till he's like 55, because this Turkey's, once there's a lot of garbage teams out there and he can stat pad like he can against Portland and Sacramento's or teams that suck, he'll probably try to play to about 55. Because he can't, we know he ain't going to retire because he's worried that people will forget about him. And we know he'll keep shooting the three because let's keep it real. When he starts talking about playing another 5 or 6 years, you know he's looking at Kobe's Laker record for threes made. We know how you think. But anyway, let's just say on the real, if he doesn't have the 3-point in his repertoire, that's why I call Captain Munch Crunch on LeBron. You know, good and well, you ain't passing Kobe and you ain't passing Karl Malone if you don't have the 3-ball. Because the 3-ball gave you 5 years of a career. That's the fact. Take 5 off of what he's got right now. He probably got 34,000 career points. That's a fact without that 3-ball. So anyway, Steph is not changing how he plays the game, nor should he. He changed the game, and it worked for him. It ain't his fault that there's a lot of Joe Sausage turkey heads out here who can't shoot. And the coaches tell them to be like Steph and be like Clay. And that's what emulation is, form of flattery. But they're not imitating in the right way, but they trying to. That's how you know the man is gangster. He changed the course of basketball. People don't like, and I'm not riding. I'm just stating the obvious. Because I'm a Heat fan, first and foremost. But I'm going to give Steph Curry his due. He's one of the 10 greatest players. He changed the course of basketball. And anybody comes after, got to give that man his due. And I think he's the greatest point guard ever. But I think Magic Johnson was a greater player. Because Magic could beat you more different ways than Steph. See, I'm not gonna give it over Magic as a totality. But as far as the point position and revolutionize what he did, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But Magic could beat you in a more different way. Because Steph scoring 2 and 5 points, and I don't want to hear Steve Kerr say nothing stupid like he did about Scottie Pippen and say that about, no. And it's only been one of them. Now, Jason Kidd was kind of like a close second, but he wasn't in Magic's league. There's only one of them guys that could beat you with scoring 2 or less points, because he could beat you in so many ways, and that was Irvin Magic Johnson. So don't get it twisted. But I am going to give Steph his due, because he's been the most influential player the last 30 years. He's one of the 10 greatest players ever. He can win, and it doesn't affect his style. But the problem with the league is when you got whack Chicago Bulls and whack Charlotte Hornets shooting 185 shots and tanking and bricking about 180 of them, and then they got games that go, some of the poor fans and people got to sit through that nonsense. That's the problem, especially when it's garbage teams who might have a couple of decent players on each. Because I like Alonzo Ball, LaMelo. I like LaMelo. Zach LaVine is okay, but your teams are garbage. What you're up here impersonating what, I don't know. But anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the Steph Curry comeback and Michael Jordan and the whole thing about 3-point. And again, whatever works for you defies your era, because Steph's era and Jordan's era are 2 different eras. So 2 eras are never going to play alike and win the same. That's what people fail to realize. The evolution of the game, which should be a moving forward progress. Steph Curry should be very polarizing. It's good to have Oscar Robertson. People had issue with Steph. That's what you're supposed to do. The problem is the quality of that the others is what makes it so lackluster. Not him. He polarized. That's what you want. He got people talking. And unlike LeBron, who anoints himself as the king and all that, man, Steph ain't got to say nothing. We can debate Steph Curry all day. We could talk about his impact, what it means, the totality, how he ranks, what it means. Because we're talking basketball with Steph Curry. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond, thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and share if you like. And hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.